Hello, this is Lydia from Lycon Cosmetics. We often get asked, how do you put a block of wax into a heater? Well, you can't. You have to break it, and it's such a lot of fun to do that actually. If you have a bad day, it's the time to break wax. So now you leave the blocks of wax in the actual container like this, in the foil, and you pop the whole thing into a plastic bag. We've got these really lovely Lycon bags. They're quite thick, but you can go in any bag. Okay, and then you actually need to break it. We've got the lovely Lycon hammer, and all you do is hit it really hard. And I will do that very quickly so you can see how it is done. And you can do it on the floor if you feel more comfortable, because the wax is actually in the actual bag. The reason for that is so that when you're breaking the wax, it doesn't go everywhere, because it can creep out of the sides. Leave the lid on and just a few seconds, and when you open it up, it will be all broken up. There it is. You can spread the foil, right, and it is all very, very broken up. And I find a very good way to keep broken wax in readiness for when you need to top up your pots is to actually put the whole amount of wax in the plastic bag, or you can also put the broken wax in a plastic container, and I will show you that. So this is just a container, and we've got quite a lot of them in these containers. It can hold about 2 kilos, and we've put a little sticker on there so we know which wax is in which container. We always also keep the actual lid in there, and if you have 2 different batch numbers, you would have to keep them both, just in case something goes wrong, you need to inquire about something. But we hardly have any problems, so if you happen to throw one out, it kind of doesn't matter, it'll be fine. Another way to break a block of wax, in case you don't have a hammer, you can keep a block in a plastic bag and hit it on a cement. Now, you can hit it on a hard surface, but it's really better on a cement floor. You just hit it about 3 times this way, turn it around quite hard, 3 times this way, and the wax will shatter. Now, some of the waxes are not in a block. They are in the pop and go trays, these ones. So there's Lycotech White, the Lycotech Superberry, the Lycodream Hybrid Hot Wax, and the Manifico Hybrid Hot Wax. Now these are very elastic waxes, they're quite soft, so a very good way to break these is to actually keep 1 or 2 in the freezer in your salon. Even just in the fridge, even if you don't have a freezer, it really doesn't matter. You can keep a couple of blocks in the fridge so you can break them more easily. Especially if you're in a very hot and humid climate, you will need to keep those in the freezer. Oh, fridge. The same thing with bikini. It's quite soft, so this is also one that is very, very good to keep in the fridge or the freezer, so you can break it more easily and you can use it and put it into the pots really easily that way. Now, how do you get the pop and go trays out? The best way is to actually break them, because it is solid here, the wax is all connected, and the best way to break them is to go on the edge of a bench and just break it like that. Just snap the center parts in the middle both ways, and then they will actually just pop out. You can press this way and the whole thing will come out. There it is, and you can put it in your heater. This one here. Okay. Now the other way, if you for instance haven't had it in the freezer or the fridge, you can actually do the same thing, but cut the side of the tray and just peel that off, and that'll come out a lot easier as well. It just pops out. If you keep your wax either in a bag all broken up or in one of these containers, if it's very hot and humid sort of weather, the wax can probably stick a little bit to itself, and it's very, very easy to dislodge it all and break it all up. And all you have to do is hit this on the floor. I'm just going to do it here quite hard. I mean, you do it much harder on the floor and it'll all break up again. So you can continue on with your wax being put in the heater and it won't hold you up at all. Okay, so that is about it. It's really, really easy. If you have any questions, always let us know. Lydia Jordan, Lycon Cosmetics.